Hi, I'm Sara Fancy. This is my YouTube channel, Silver Horse Retreat, and I'm about to do 3 tabletop business constellations. And I'm waiting for the first person to log in. Just checking my phone. So for anyone who doesn't know what a tabletop constellation is, it's from the work of Bert Hellinger, Family Constellations. And from his work, it went in all these different directions. And this is just one way of doing family constellation, except we are focusing on business, because business is a system, the same as family. And we're working with systems, basically. So we're looking at what needs to be seen, who needs to be seen. We're looking at obstacles. We're looking at possibilities. We're looking at resources. What else? Yeah, it's all set up on a tabletop or a plain surface. And then you're going to be able to see, I'm going to be able to see what the person is doing. They're going to pick objects in their environment. And it could be, you know, like a lighter or a stick of incense. Okay. Just getting messages coming in. Okay, so I'm waiting. Sophie's coming on in 1 minute. Yeah, so they're picking things in their environment, you know, even something like that. And each object is going to represent something. So in a business constellation, it's probably going to represent their business. One's going to represent them. And, you know, it's possible that we're going to set up their clients or their customers or their students, whoever is on the receiving end of their work. We most likely pick something for that as well. So we can see how their work is being received. We can see who's looking at who. We can see the size of the objects, what their literal physical object is. We can see the similarities on the table, and then the placement. We look at the placement as well. So all this is going to be done in 30 minutes till I do the next one. So usually I do an hour sessions like this, tabletop on Zoom. But because this is kind of like a demonstration, I'm doing 30 minutes each one. So it's kind of like it's like a compressed piece of work, but you'll get the idea. And I did do 6 just recently, and I got a lot of great feedback. Some people had huge breakthroughs in their business. Some people didn't even have a name for their business, you know. So you do need a name for your business. You need a mission statement. I found that was important, to have a mission statement for your business. And you need goals. I mean, without any goals, nothing really is going to change in your business. And there were some people that didn't have goals that I worked with. So all those 3 points are very important. So I see Sophie's come in. Sophie, where are you? You just went off screen.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Is that a little, maybe I'll turn the light off. It's a little blurry. that a bit better, or should I put the curtain across so it's a bit?
As long as I can see your objects when you place them,
Cool.
I think we're good. How are you?
Yeah, pretty good, thanks. How are you?
Good, good. I'm just gonna pin you. All right. Okay. So are you ready with your intention?
Yes, which is kind of in two parts, so I don't know if you're able to help me. So I guess the intention is to get clear on a decision regarding two jobs that I have, and or more broadly to decide like longer term career wise if what I'm doing right now, which I have been doing for the last 15 years, you know, if I should think to mix it up, because I don't know, there's certain parts that I do love, but I also get a lot of frustrations in it. And so I'm just not sure if like, is it really the career path for me, or is it just a matter of being in the right environment? I was public relations.
Have you been working for the same company for 15 years?
I was actually freelancing for the last 3 years, on and off with this one company who did just kind of make like a full-time offer. So
Sorry, they just made you a full-time offer.
yeah.
Okay.
And in the meantime, another one has come through too.
In public relations.
Yeah. So
The
yeah.
two jobs you're talking about are in public relations.
Yes.
Okay. And they're different companies.
Different companies. Yeah.
And so the current company that you're working in, you've been in with for 3 years.
2.5 years on and off as a freelancer. There was a period of about 8 months where I wasn't during the pandemic.
Okay. But this is the one of them that you're talking about, the two career paths, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So the current one, and then you just got another offer.
Yeah.
And have you worked for them before?
No.
So you're wondering which one to take?
Yeah, I don't know why it's been such a hard decision for me. The one of them is a lot more money, but the other one,
Which one's a lot more money?
the new one that's just come in.
And is it the same amount of hours and stuff? Like, is that clear?
Yeah, I mean, it's better title, better money. It does
Title.
a cool opportunity too, but the other one, I don't know why I kind of feel like loyal to the team there in a way.
You feel loyal.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, maybe not. I don't know what it is. I guess I do. There's certain parts of it that I do like. Like I know I'm kind of connected there as part of like a full team, and I do kind of really like the leadership and type of work that they do. But I don't know, at this stage of my life, it's kind of hard to maybe pass up the money aspect. But yeah.
So the new one, what do you like what they do?
Yeah, they do really cool things as well. So it's a very privileged problem. I don't know why I'm struggling with it, but
Okay,
yeah.
well, let's set it up.
Okay.
Yeah. So have you got things around you and have you got a clear tabletop surface?
I do. I have cleared it as best as I can. So I clear everything off it apart from the objects?
Yeah, just clear it and put the objects to the side. And then you can move the camera down so I can see it.
Okay. Cool. So do I? Is there a way to kind of turn the camera around or flip it?
Is it on a laptop or a
on a
phone?
laptop?
Yeah, if you just fold the top down. You know, your camera screen might be dirty. That's why it's all blurry.
Oh, probably. Let me give it a bit of a wipe.
Right, mate.
Sorry, is it all fine now?
A bit of a wipe, mate, I said. That's actually better, I think. I can see
Okay.
the grain. I can see the grain detail now on the table.
Okay. So
Yeah.
is that
Go down
okay?
a bit more. Down a
Move
bit more.
down.
Yeah, just that's it. All right, stop. Let's see how that works.
Okay.
So pick something for you
Okay.
and then place it on the table.
Okay. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay.
What is it? A triangular rock?
Yeah, it's kind of like a triangular bit of marble. My dad's in like the tile marble business, so he sent me some little
Oh,
things.
so it's a tile, marble tile.
Kind of like yeah, like a tumbled marble little triangle. It's like a gray kind of color.
It's like a what?
It's kind of like a dark green. It looks gray, but it's like a dark green.
Okay, so it has different kind of colors in it. Subtle.
Yeah,
Yeah. And it's two-dimensional, right? Or is it?
yeah. I don't know if you want me to kind of.
Well, it's up to you how you want to place it. If you want to have it down like that or you want to have it up. It's up to you. What's your instinct?
Oh, I don't know actually. My instinct was to like flat before, but
Try that then. Let's go with that.
yeah.
Because you can always change it. Okay. So now you're going to pick something for the current job that you're in that is not as much money, but you like the team and you feel a sort of loyalty to them.
Okay.
Did they headhunt you, Sophie, or the new one? Or did you apply for the job?
I applied. Yeah.
Okay, so you applied. Okay, so is that I can't really see because it's my screen is covering it. Okay, is good. What is it? A candle.
It's like a candle in the shape of a pearl. Like
Pill.
a pearl.
Pearl. Got it. Okay, got it. Yeah, place it where you had it. The placing is important.
Okay.
All right.
Even
Now, if you as the tile, right, were looking at something, like if that had eyes, where is it facing? What's it looking at? Or what direction?
it's looking at the pearl thing, at the pearl candle.
Okay. Okay. And where is the pearl candle looking?
Um,
Just instinctively, where is it looking?
I think it's looking uh
To the wall?
yeah.
All right. Okay, good to know. Okay, so now you're going to bring in the new offer that's more money that you applied for this job, but it's going to be a new environment, a new experience for you, correct?
Yeah. Um,
Okay, just a heads up, we got 15 minutes. There you
yeah,
go. All right.
sorry. Just
Okay,
put
it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
So another tile.
Yeah. It's like a red kind of.
It's the same kind of size and form as you, correct?
Yes.
Okay, got it. Yeah, I see it. Okay. Can you move it back to where it was? Because then I can see the ball.
Um,
No,
move
no, put it down again. You just moved it to the side, and that was good. Like
which the red triangle or the pearl?
the whole camera so that I can see the ball.
Oh, like that way?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's perfect. That's perfect. So they seem to be the same distance from each other. Are they? Like, are
From
you you're in the middle. Are you the same distance from the job you're in now to the new job, or is the new job slightly further away?
I think they're pretty much the same. Maybe the new one is slightly closer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell where I am, but that's really good information. Okay, leave. It's all right. You don't have to move it. Okay, fine. Great. Well, where is that new tile? Where is that looking, the new job?
At me.
All right. Well, Sophie, this is like a no-brainer, really. Do you get it? Wait,
Yeah,
what do you see right now? I'm laughing. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh.
no, that's fair.
What do you see, Sophie, in this when you look at your constellation?
Um, I guess two things that are the same size. So
Same size and same object, just slightly different color, but from the same cut, from the same mold.
yeah, I don't know. I really wanted the pill to be looking at me, and I was gonna say that, but I was like, no, I think it's looking somewhere else.
If you're looking at the pearl,
Yeah,
the pearl's not looking at you. The new job is looking at you. It has a resonance because it's the same form, cut from the same stone or marble, right?
yeah,
The odd one out is the current one. I mean, it's big. That is the biggest object on the table.
yeah,
But you are central. All
yeah,
right. You're in the middle and it's your decision. And my first reaction is like, if you leave the job that you're in, it's not like they're gonna fall apart because they're not even looking at you.
yeah.
I mean, this, is it a big company?
Fairly big. Yeah,
Yeah, but it's almost like there's like the one who's looking at you is like saying, "You're great," like you're the same, you would really fit in. Do you see
yeah,
that?
yeah.
How do you feel right now?
Good, but I don't know. There's a part of me that's I'm not disappointed. I don't know. I guess I just like that shiny pearl object so much. Like it's shiny and like pretty. But I see what you're saying.
We'll do this, okay? So turn the pearl so it's facing you. Don't move, just like rotate it so that it would be looking at you. That's it. Right. Now, with your fingers on it, gently, or a finger, just feel into that.
Into the
And
pearl.
yes. So you're just going to feel into that. And how do you feel in your body right now?
Um, I don't know. Like a bit sad.
Mm. Okay. Do you feel like you're in the energy of the company, or are you in the energy of yourself in relationship to that?
Probably maybe myself.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So touch yourself in the center, the one
Mhm.
that's yeah. And how do you feel there?
I feel calm for some reason.
Okay.
Um, or I don't know. I'm not really feeling that much at the moment.
Okay, so it's interesting, right? That when you touched the pearl, you felt sad, right? But when
Yeah.
you actually connect to yourself, you don't really feel anything, right? It's almost like a projection that you think that you might be sad about leaving them. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
right? Let's do this. Let's turn yourself towards the new job, the new offer.
Uh, yes, that would be that way.
Yeah, got it. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Well, they kind of fit together, don't they? Like,
Yeah.
like you, yeah. Anyway, so how does it feel now that you turn towards them?
It feels really good.
Yeah. I mean, with new opportunity, new job, new comes new opportunities, comes new people, comes new experiences.
Yeah.
And you're going to be making more money. I mean, with inflation as it is.
Yeah.
And you did apply for that job, right?
Yeah. I guess I didn't kind of know what was happening with the other one at that point because I was still a freelancer. And I guess I just wanted to kind of make sure I had options. But yeah, I did. I guess there was a part of me that wasn't sure where I stood maybe with
Yeah.
them.
Yeah. So let's do this, like bring those two objects together, or like maybe bring the job to you if that feels more applicable. Yeah,
Mm,
I would try that, like see how far it feels appropriate to bring it in.
I kind of feel like moving more toward them
Go on
rather
then.
than
Yeah.
me.
Okay. Now put your finger on the new job. And how does it feel there?
Peaceful.
Yeah. Now put your finger on you. How does it feel there?
Um, I don't know. I mean, I've got to say, I was hoping for like instant joy. I feel like I had like a little bit of anxiety in my like heart or like a bit of tightness, but
Yeah. So do this, bring the new job, the old job behind you. So you're going to place it behind you.
okay, so right, like
Yeah.
maybe this.
Right like that. Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm,
And now put your finger back on it, on yourself.
mhm.
Do you still feel the anxiety?
No.
Okay, good. Good. I'm so you can release. So this I'm just gonna say what I'm sensing is that I feel like it's more about the people that you're leaving.
Yeah.
It is it? Am I wrong or
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
okay, so it's about the people. It's also like just because you're gonna go to this, if you do decide to go to this new job, doesn't mean to say that you wipe those people out of your life,
Yeah.
right? They could still be a part of your life in some way
Yeah.
if you choose, like friends or social circles,
Yeah.
right? And you have that experience behind you, like you come to the new job with this experience behind you and a good feeling, like you're not leaving because it was shitty, right?
Mm,
Do you understand what I'm saying?
yeah.
You're leaving and it's a hard choice for you to make, all right? But you do have a choice.
Yeah.
Not like you're being pushed out, right?
No.
But I did see that the business isn't as loyal to you as you are to it because they
Yeah.
weren't looking at you, right?
Yeah.
The new one is like, I mean, instantly I was like, well, that's a good fit, right?
Yeah.
But let's just try one more thing and then we'll stop. So put your finger on you again and just say to the new job, I say yes to you.
I say yes to you.
And how does that feel?
It feels kind of bittersweet, like it's happiness, but like a little bit of sadness in my heart at the same time.
Okay, so turn around yourself to face the old job or the current job, and then put your finger on put the finger on you and say, what would you say to your old job? Something like, it's been a real pleasure being part of your company, but now I'm moving on.
It's been an incredible experience to work with you and be a part of your company, but now I need to move on.
Yeah. And how does that feel?
It feels sad, but I guess right.
Okay. So in contrast, okay, try this. Say, I'm going to dismiss this job offer and stay with you.
I'm going to dismiss this job offer and stay with you.
And how does that feel?
It feels kind of like calm or comforting, but there's like a tightness kind of around my heart now.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Okay. So release your finger. So I just want to say that it feels like this could definitely go into a family constellation if we had time.
Yeah.
I feel like it's related to your family in some way,
Yeah,
like
maybe.
the loyalty,
Yeah.
but they're not your family. It's a business.
Yeah.
They're not blood. That's what I'm saying. You know, it might feel like family, right? But it's blood, not blood. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
So sometimes, our family relationships lead into our business relationships.
Yeah.
But if you look objectively at this, I'd say the new job is no question about it. That's why I said no brainer in the beginning. But it's really up to you, Sophie. I don't want to tell you what to do.
Yeah.
But that's what the constellation is saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Is that okay?
yeah, no, thank you. It's really helpful because I just kind of have been going back and forth and not really been able to uh, draw a line in the sand either way. Yeah, so it's really helpful.
Okay. So I'm going to contact you in about 3 days and then I'm going to get feedback from you.
Okay.
See,
Around now? Okay.
yeah, you can come back to you. And so when do you have to tell them if you accept the job?
I mean, I really need to tell them probably ASAP on Monday because I've been drawing it out, just feeling a bit frozen and stuck with it. So, and like scared to really make a decision. So, yeah, which has happened to me before too. But yeah, so I think Monday, just so I can at least have like mental peace and yeah.
Yeah, I would maybe leave the constellation up. You can play with you in the center and turn you back to the new one.
Okay.
Uh, um, I don't know. Like I think you'll be able to make an easy decision by Monday.
Yeah.
And you don't have to do what I say, or it's really up to you. But
Yeah.
I think from what we saw, I feel like it would be really great for you to go
Yeah.
to the new one.
Yeah. No, for sure. It's probably just a bit of fear holding me back. But I think yeah, that's gonna help a lot. So
And then, if you don't feel like you disappointed me in any way, I really don't care, what you do. Like, I just want the best for you. So
yeah.
yeah,
Cool.
just don't quit both. Like,
That's a thought as well. I just couldn't handle the pressure, but yeah, no. All right.
All
Well, yeah,
right.
I would be interested to do maybe a bigger family one too. Do you do that online, virtually too? Yeah.
Yeah, I do it like this, and then I do it on Zoom, and we take an hour.
Okay.
But the fact that you had strong loyalty, and it was awkward for you to even say that, but it's very telling that it could be to do with family, because there's loyalties in family, and
Yeah.
sometimes they're not conscious.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah, good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you too. All right.
All right then.
Fun.
Thanks,
Bye.
Sophie. I've got the next person coming, and that's going to be Monica. Is she here yet? Oh, here she is. Great. Here's Monica. Hi, Monica.
Hi, Sarah. So nice to meet you. Thank you for having me in class today.
Yeah, sure. I'm really glad that you could make it.
Me too. I'm going to try to raise that iPad. Let me see if I can stick it on the book.
All right. So I just want to remind you that we are live on YouTube on my channel, Silver Horse Retreats. And this is going to be a 30-minute session. And first, we're going to start with me asking what your intention is. And then we're going to start the constellation. But when we actually do the constellation, we can figure out the table then. I mean, even if you bring the camera further down and we don't see your face, that's okay. You know, we'll come back after to see your face. It's more important to see the objects that you place and where you place them. And I can actually see your table now. So maybe it'll work out, but we'll see when we get there.
Okay.
What happened there? Okay. Yeah, if you just move the things off the table.
Okay.
All right. So, Monica, are you ready? Do you have an intention?
I do. So you said that it could be business or career, and I am on the cusp of like a new career. I know what it is that I want to do. And an opportunity just fell in my lap actually Wednesday. So this is perfect. I'd love to is this company, is this new industry, is this going to be my next chapter? And my intention is, I have some questions. So my intention is to get some answers. Like, do I go through, is this it or not?
All right. So what do you currently do then for a living?
I've been unemployed since June for the first time in 22 years. I haven't worked in 11 months, and it's been the best 11 months of my whole entire life.
That's good. But you ready to go back to work?
So I thought I'd take the summer off until this opportunity fell in my lap, and I'm not feeling nervous about it. So I don't know. I thought I'd take the summer off and start in September, but this came and maybe I gotta take it.
Is it different from what you were doing before?
So yes, I used to be in corporate banking, and this is in biopharmaceuticals.
Ah, does that interest you?
Yeah, well, the position interests me. I'm kind of industry agnostic, but the position of chief of staff is what really interests me. And they have an opening there.
And did they say that you could fill that position, or do you have to do another interview or what?
So I've just applied. I haven't done anything else. So I haven't even been called for an interview yet because my resume is all financial services, and they wanted someone, they kind of wanted a unicorn, which they may find or not, but they wanted somebody who has 10 years of biopharmaceutical industry experience.
So, but you don't have that?
Mm-mm. I have 22 years of banking and financial services.
Okay. So do you feel like that you could get the job though?
I do. I think that I have the intangibles, the things that you can't train into someone is what I have to offer. Learning the industry, I can be taught biopharmaceuticals just like financial services. But in terms of working with a leadership team and their direct reports and moving initiatives forward and being their support, that's something I absolutely could do.
Okay. So yeah, you sound very confident about it, about your abilities and your capabilities. And okay, so tell me if it's correct. You want to check out this new opportunity that just landed in your lap, and if what else? Like, if not that, what?
So if not that, then I don't know what. And
Okay.
that's the thing, is like, I don't know. And that's kind of what the work that I've been doing over the last 11 months was like, what is that? So first thing came to me in March was chief of staff is what you want to do next. But where and industry, I don't know. And then this opportunity just popped up. So I thought, okay, I mean, sure.
Okay. So let's pick something for you now, just where you're at right now, like kind of in between things. You're had the best time of your life the last 11 months after finishing a career of 22 years. Okay. So you got the rose.
Yes.
Is there any way you could pull the laptop back away from it?
Okay, let's see.
Oh, there you go. That's better.
Longer.
Yeah, because it's like all I can see is the rose.
Oh, you said it's okay if you don't see me.
Yeah. Let's see.
Lower this and then we'll have more table area.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I want to change. I'm going to make it this.
Okay. Peppermint. Okay. So now let's put in chief of staff, like your position as chief of staff. Okay. What is that? Beauty counter?
Beauty counter. It's a serum. I don't have figurines, but I have perfume and skincare bottles.
I love it. It's fine. It's going to work great. All right. So the perfume, sorry, it's a skincare product.
Uh-huh.
What should we call it? Just so that
we could call it chief of staff.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, chief of staff. And then the you right now.
Oh,
there you are right now, but you're the peppermint.
Oh, right now I'm the peppermint. Oh, okay.
Yeah, right. Remember I said you now in this.
Oh, well then if it's me now, I go back to rose. Okay. No, I stay peppermint.
Okay. Hot.
Yes.
Hot,
but cool. Hot with like cooling. A cooling effect.
Absolutely. Yeah. And where are you looking? That object, the peppermint, if it had eyes, where is it looking?
It's looking forward.
Like towards me?
Yes.
Okay. Got it. And where is the chief of staff looking? If it was
the chief of staff is looking at the peppermint.
Is looking at you?
Yes.
And you're looking ahead?
Yes.
All right. So let's bring in something for this job in pharmaceuticals? Is that what it was?
Biopharmaceuticals, yep.
Yeah. Let's bring something in for that. And that is the rose?
No, this is bergamot.
Bergamot. Okay, that's bergamot. Where is that looking?
That's looking at me.
Ah, okay. It's looking at you. Okay. Okay, great. So you are looking at the job.
Yes.
The bio. You've got chief of staff to your right. Right. As a position, right?
Right.
So,
right. Oh, right. I'm looking forward, but I'm looking at the industry. The job that I want is looking at me.
Correct. Hold on a minute. Say that. I'm a little confused now.
Okay. So this is biopharmaceuticals.
Got it.
And it's looking at me and I'm looking forward. So I'm looking at it.
Right. That's what I thought. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then the position, the chief of staff, is looking at me.
You yourself sitting there?
No, me is
Got
the
it.
bottle.
Got it. Yeah. Everything takes place on the table. So you're doing.
Yes. Yeah.
Right.
It's not looking at me.
Yeah. Great. Okay. So two things looking at you. You're looking at the job.
Yes.
You call it the industry.
The industry.
Yeah. You're looking at the industry.
Mm-hmm.
And just tell me who's closest to who on the table, because I can't really see. Just
yeah. So the chief of staff, the actual position, is closest to me.
Right. And it's on your right side. Is that correct?
Yes, it is on my right side.
Right. And it's the biggest object on the table.
It is.
And there's a similarity with the oils, because you've got the industry as an oil, bergamot, and then you as an oil, peppermint.
Yeah.
So there's like a resonance there. Yeah.
There is.
And then the chief of staff looks very kind of regal in a sense. He has a gold top,
Yeah.
Yeah. And you like it close to you.
I do.
Yeah. And you know that saying, right hand man, or whatever, they say.
But that's exactly what I said. I said, I'm done being the leader. I've been the leader for many times. I want to be the right hand.
Oh, brilliant. Okay.
That's how I've been describing it to people, because they're like, chief of staff, they think of politics. And I'm like, absolutely not. I don't want to go into politics. But I said, I want to be the right hand.
Right. Well, you are in this.
Right.
And it's like, it goes with you, it's almost like part of you, right? Like or an extension of you in a way, like when I see that. And that, whether or not this job, which looks very promising, because if they're looking at you, they're definitely like considering you, and that is very, very promising. And I mean, your confidence in knowing what you want, which is being chief of staff, is very clear.
Mm-hmm.
You gave me all the reasons why you could do that. You have the experience, and you listed all. I can't even give you back what you said, but it was very impressive, just have to say.
Thank you.
Yeah. And so there's a lot of confidence in you. And I think this is just going to be a matter of where you want to be chief of staff.
Mm-hmm.
Like take your pick in a way.
Okay. I love that.
Like, I mean, would this job be your ultimate job, or would there be something else that would be even better?
Well, what's so appealing about this job is that the intent is for the company to get sold. So there would be a lot of potential financial security that would come from this. And one, it would get my foot in the door to be then working with other like startups and companies that are creating drugs to help, various ailments new to the market. And that is exciting.
All right.
Yeah.
So it feels like this, it would be like almost like a doorway for you to get your foot in the door to other startups and sort of way in.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, that feels good. And the actual oil itself, bergamot, is very alluring. It's a very beautiful scent, isn't it?
It is. It's one of my favorites.
Well, there you have it. And then you're hot, but you're cool. Like, what you want, but you're cool headed.
Oh, I'm also hot and cold sometimes, so that fits too.
But you might need that heat, to get in there.
Mm-hmm.
to get in through the door, you know. But let's just try this out. Like, so put your finger on the industry and just drop in and just see how you, you feel anything there or what, if you notice any sensations in your body.
So interesting. It wants to move closer to me.
Well, then move it. And then how is that for you? As the
It feels it. Oh, for me, it's getting hot. Like, it's exciting.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
And this
go ahead.
is just such a different experience, because when I first figured out that I wanted to be chief of staff, I immediately got really sad. And I was so sad because even though I was never going to be off forever, I am not independently wealthy, I have to work. I was so sad that my time off was coming to an end. And even though my intention was always to figure out what my next thing was going to be, once I figured it out, I got so sad. And then I was like, all right, I'm taking the summer off. Like, I'm not going to think about it. I know what I want. It'll come when it needs to come. And then this like fell in my lap, and I haven't felt sad. I have waited to feel like anxious or nervous or any of those like adjacent, like next to being happy, but like the scary part of happy. And they haven't happened. And then now for it to come closer and to feel like it very well may happen, I just feel more excited.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's very clear. I mean, your constellation is very clear. Like, you know what you want, you know who you are, you know, as far as in the workforce.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody is focused on you. Looking at you. You are looking at the industry. That industry is looking at you. I mean, there's no obstacles in the way.
No.
Right? I think it's really great, and I can feel your excitement about it. Yeah, passion.
Yeah.
So
it's
yeah.
also fascinating that as a Leo North node, like, I have to get used to having some attention on me, and maybe now I'm ready.
Yeah. How old are you? Can I ask?
Sure. 41.
Oh yeah, perfect. Coming up for your Uranus opposition.
Yes, that's exactly where I am right now.
Yeah, great. Well, I think this is good. What do you think?
I think so. Wow. I had no idea what to expect. And this has been, I mean, it's so clear.
It is really clear. Yeah. Yeah. I like the fact that the industry has a clear bottle under the label.
Ah.
So there's some transparency there.
Yeah.
You know.
But what's interesting is my bottle's dark. And with the South Node and Scorpio in my 12th house, like, yeah, that hot and cold, like that's all right there. And then the job that, I mean, I just love that it's pink. This is my favorite color, blush pink. And then the gold, like a crown.
Like a crown.
Yes, like a crown.
Very North Node Leo.
A very North Node Leo.
So that would be in the 6th house, correct?
No, well, no, for me, it's in the 9th house. I'm a Sag rising.
So your South Node is in the 9th house?
My South Node is in my 3rd house, which is the same house as my sun.
Oh, got it. Okay, got it. But oh, got it. Okay, 3rd to 9th. Yeah, got it.
Yeah.
Great. Well, yeah. Well, I think this is good. I don't know. How do you feel? I feel like.
Thank you. I feel great. This was, super clear. And also like really soul affirming. The last 11 months, they've been amazing, but there's been a lot of excavation to like figure out I get to choose this next time.
Exactly. Exactly. So I'm just going to give you feedback, you know, from my experience doing business constellations and working with people in their career. And, you know, one of the important things is knowing what you want, you know, like you that job ended, you know, that you were in for 22 years, right?
Yeah.
You had a big time off, a lot of time to contemplate what your next move is going to be. And then you came to this decision in March. You said, like, I want to be chief of staff. And that really anchored something. That's what I feel like, because then you kind of can move into that. And there it is on the table, like big, you know, and then this opportunity fell in your lap. Hold on. Airplane jet going over. And it all sort of fits together. You know?
Yeah.
I think that's the way that it's like sequential, because just sort of like going for jobs but not really knowing, you know, like I think if you know who you
That
are.
was me for the past 22 years. Every job at the bank I fell into. I was not intentional about any of it because I had no idea what I wanted to do. I just could do that.
Right, exactly. Right. Well, you've earned it. Also, there's this thing of like earning it because of your experience, and that you worked hard to be where you're at now. Yeah.
I did. Well, thank you, Sara.
Yeah, I almost want to congratulate you on the new career. Well, I am going to congratulate you on the new career, however it turns out.
Thank you.
Because it's going to work out for you. I mean, it looks pretty obvious to me.
Yeah. Wow. Well, thank you so much. And I hope that come July, my sister and I can come and we can do a family constellation live with the horses.
Oh, yeah, that would be great. Yeah, because you said you're in San Diego.
Yes, we're going to be coming down.
Where are you now? In New York City?
No, just outside of San Francisco.
Oh, okay. So you're north.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're 90 minutes from San Diego in Ranchita, a little tiny place, and it's really nice. I said come in the morning, right? Because it tends to get hot. So
yes.
Yeah, the mornings are good.
It'll be lovely. Well, I'll be in touch once we secure that trip. But this was magical. Thank you, Sara. Thank you so much.
I'm probably just going to reach out in about 3 days to see how you're doing and see if you have any feedback.
Okay, terrific. I'd love that.
Or something, if that's okay.
Okay, absolutely. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Bye. Oof. All right, 2 down, 1 more to go. So interesting that these first 2 were about careers. The ones I did before, I did 6 before this a couple of weeks ago, and they were mostly about businesses, people's businesses. But a business constellation can be to do with a job, career choice, or your own business. Anything around business. And like I said, there's other 2 ways also. And you know what I liked about Monica's was that she was very clear. So what I see also with people is they don't know what they want. So do you know what you want? Do you know what you want as far as what you want to do in life, and what you have to offer the world, your community? Do you know that? Just asking. Okay, I just need to take one little break. Break. It's very hot here. I'm a bit sunburned, you can see. Sweating. Yeah, kind of like that bottle of peppermint. So yeah, what I said earlier about if you have your own business or you're starting your own business, having a name for your business that is in alignment with who you are and what you're offering. So a lot of times people think up a name for their business and it sounds really good and seems like a good idea, but it might not have anything to do with you, you know, or might be like too clever or something, or have a hidden meaning because your clientele or your students or your customers, they're not going to understand it maybe. And that's what we can do in a constellation. We can see how the recipients look at what you're offering, and how it's going to be received. Sometimes you know, the clients might be looking at the actual person and not at the business name, or the business name might be obscuring the person and the clients can't see who's behind the business, and that might be a bit off-putting. Like, I like to know who I'm going to see, you know. It's nice to see a photo of who I'm going to see or know a little bit about them. If I just hear the name of the business, it's not very personal and I might be put off. So that's really important. And then, you know, mission statement. Some people don't even know what that is, and a lot of people do, but it's basically, what's your mission statement for what you're doing, right? Mine is helping horses, helping humans. And it's changed a bit actually, because I'm doing a lot more teaching, but it started off like that. And I still work with horses and people and do healing work with them here at my retreat. It's called Silver Horse Retreat in Ranchita. I can talk a little bit about that. I have 5 horses, and I do this work, the constellation work, but instead of using the little objects, we go in with the horses and we might draw circles in the sand or pick rocks, or I might go in a role to represent something. Or if there's a group, then other people in the group will represent people or places or things or emotions. And the horses basically witness and they decide what they want to do. So I don't really use the horses in a way that I say that the horses have to do something or be something. You know, I don't put any pressure on them. I just allow them to make their own decisions and choices. And if they participate, great. If they don't, great. Even when they're standing afar, you might hear them go, you know, after something that's said. And that happens a lot. So they're in tune with what's happening. They might not just be like right there. And then sometimes they come right up close, give you a little nudge in the direction that they feel like would be good for you. That just happened actually yesterday, I think. Anyway, but going back to this tabletop way of working with constellations, this is a great way to work with people, for me, that can't get here, that need to figure things out, whether it's in family, it's about relationships, it's about health or business. Okay, so that's what we're focusing on here today, is the business ones. Business tends to be a little bit more drier, like less emotional. Family constellations can get very emotional sometimes, and that might be a little uncomfortable doing live with people watching. That's why I'm doing the business ones as a demonstration. And this is to actually promote my upcoming Learn Tabletop Constellations course, online course. It's an 8-week course every Thursday from 10 to 11:30 Pacific Standard Time, and starts June the 2nd. And it comes with a book. So I wrote a book called Learn Tabletop Constellations. And in the book, it has case studies, and it has, what else? It has a how to do it. And here's Lisa. So hi, Lisa.
Hi, Sarah. How are you?
See you. Good. So
Good
you're
to
my
see you.
final person to do the business tabletop constellation.
Oh, great.
Are you ready with a table or a clear surface? And okay, great. So we'll start like this with the camera here, and then when we come to the part where I'm going to have you pick things, we'll just bring the camera down so we can see it.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, perfect.
Just I'm sweating here like crazy. It's so hot.
It
And
is so hot today.
drinking water out of the bottle. I'm so sorry.
Is it going to be over 100 there today, maybe?
It's going to get to 90.
It's going to be like 96 here. It's insane.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
96. You're where are you again? You're in the valley?
Yeah, in Sherman Oaks.
Oh yeah, it gets hot there, yeah. But
Too
96.
much. I know.
Well, you've got air conditioning, so that's So here we go. So thank you for being on time, and thank you for following the instructions to go to the link and all that.
Oh, yeah, sure. This is
But
awesome.
do you have an intention, Lisa?
Yes. I need some clarity on the direction that I should take in my practice, whether it's come around a bunch over the last couple of years to develop something online or like an online course, but I have zero inspiration to do it. But there's only so much of me to go around, and I'm at my max capacity of people that I can see a week and what I can do. I am trying to do some workshops and groups, but I just don't know where my energy right now is best suited, because I'm really tired doing so many one-on-ones, and I want to reach more people.
Okay, you want to reach more people and feel less tired?
Yes.
Okay, so basically working less, like less hours.
Or being able to see more people in the hours that I am working. Because the one-on-one, I can only do about 6 a day, and some are doing 1.5-hour sessions, and they're really long days, and I'm just dead when it's over. But I'm doing about 28 to 32 sessions a week right now between my private practice, and then I do 2 days in a mental health clinic, which is a whole other ballgame.
And you are a hypnotherapist, is that correct?
The last years I've changed. I do somatic experiencing now. So I do brain spotting, and so I do trauma therapy at the clinic, and my practice is really going more in that way. And I do a lot of like internal family systems work now. And I do constellation, like setting up parts of self and things like that. So I'm way more trauma focused now.
And these are all one-on-ones?
Yes.
Okay, great. And so you're not sure about where you want to take your business. If you want to take an online course, you said?
Create one, or it should be more like in-person workshop type. I am doing developing an inner child with sound healing and trauma focused. We'll be using sound therapy as well. That will probably start happening in July, maybe August at the latest.
So you have that already in the works?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's an in-person group, sound healing.
At a yoga studio.
Trauma-based.
Yeah.
And how do you feel about that?
That gives me energy. That gives me energy.
Okay. And would you have to scale back on your one-on-ones to do that? or is that extra work?
That's extra work. But
How do
my
you-
goal would be if I could have that happen more, to scale a little bit back on the one-on-ones and offer something like that. So I have a little more free time for my own like self-care and there's an element of I've worked in the addiction world in mental health world for so long, and it has just gotten so worse with the fentanyl. I've lost so many clients in the past 3 years. I can't count. It's that part is really heavy and weighs really heavy on me. So I'm looking at how do I I've done it for 12, 13 years. How do I step out of that and maybe offer that space more to like workshops? And I feel like I've just had enough grief in that area, and incredible, as much as I really I've had a passion for that, I feel a part of my soul is just really tired. It feels kind of hopeless.
Because they keep dying.
They keep dying, and it just changes their brains so much. And you're dealing with insurance; they can't get enough coverage. And there's a stigma around.
Sorry, CABA, what?
Oh, insurance coverage, and
For
we
what?
have the neuroscience that proves how much the opiates change the brain. And insurance thinks, well, they relapse, so we're not going to pay for any more time. But their brain has literally been changed, the opiate receptors. And it can take 3 to 5 years for the brain to reset itself. But to get someone a couple of months of outpatient therapy, and they can be relapsing during that time too, it's a mess. Our healthcare system is a mess. It makes me so angry. Our governor's actually trying to get a mandated state 90-day minimum bill passed for opiate addicts, that they will be automatically granted 90 days of inpatient treatment, which would be amazing.
And that's through the insurance companies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. So he's really trying to mandate that, but it's been a tough battle.
So it makes you really angry, this system, this healthcare system, as far as the people that you're working with.
Yeah.
It's kind of hopeless.
And Big Pharma created the issue to begin with. So
yeah, right. Like
it's like I feel kind of, and a bunch of my friends who do the same work, we feel like we're, you're kind of like the spark of light in this really vast, dark kind of space. And it just feels like the darkness just gets bigger and bigger. Between Big Pharma and the insurance, and then the cartel that are making all the drugs and coming in, I feel like I'm fighting a war with a BB gun. Really.
Right.
I do. I feel like I'm fighting a war with a BB gun. It just is like, oh my gosh.
So how is it to fight a war with a BB gun, Lisa?
It's exhausting, and it's very sad. I feel very sad. There's a lot of grief, and the pandemic has just made it like unbelievably difficult.
Yeah.
And then, COVID, going through the clinic so many times and things like that, and just all the extra hypervigilance around all of the COVID stuff. I've had friends who've gotten really sick and have long COVID, who are therapists who worked in treatment and have a lot of health issues. And so it's just been like a double whammy.
Right.
During the pandemic, a lot of my friends have retired. They won't work in the mental health anymore.
Wow.
I had about 6 who just stepped out and said, nope, I can't do it anymore.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
And you're kind of close to that. Or
I feel very close to it.
Wanting to.
It feels like self-preservation at this point.
Right.
And I've cut back my hours, and I thought, well, 2 days isn't bad, but it still is,
So that's specifically with the treatment center. It's not necessarily your own private practice.
Yes, it's more with the treatment center and my private practice. People tend to, they have to be more high functioning because they only see me once a week or every couple of weeks. They're in the mental health addiction facility, they can be incredibly low functioning, like a lot of schizophrenia and mental health issues and personality disorders and just tons of developmental trauma, which, you know, I actually love working with those people, but it's the system around it that I really have. It just feels hopeless. They feel hopeless because, you know, they never know when they're going to get discharged. And it's just kind of this corrupt.
Right.
It's not healthcare.
Right.
This is not healthcare.
Right. With the business, isn't it?
It's a total money-making profit business. And, you know, yeah.
And you're in it right now, like you're part of it. But
Yeah.
you're getting really exhausted. And you're looking at new ways to bring a practice into your business that you can reach more people.
Yes.
And that would be less exhausting for you.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And one of the ways that you thought was to have an in-person group that you've already started setting that up at a yoga facility. And that could maybe offset some of your mental health, like with the mental health. And then another way you thought of was an online course, but you don't feel any energy around that.
I don't, not really. Even though people are like, oh, that's the way to go. I feel like it's so inundated right now. And me being 3 years, you know, I had 2 years almost only on Zoom, except for when I was in the clinic.
Yeah.
I'm over it. I did my last 2 years of the SE, the trauma training, moved to online, or the last year and a half. I'm over all of it. It's like, I don't want to do any more online.
Right.
In that sense.
Really in person.
Especially when people have so much developmental trauma, they need to feel my nervous system. And if they don't have it works online for me because I've had some years of trauma therapy and I've done several different programs and I can connect. If they can't, they're shut down and dissociated, dysregulated. But if they can feel me holding space for them, they move much quicker. And they do much better. And they can go into deeper places and come out. I've noticed.
So, okay, let's start.
Okay.
So good. Thanks for all that. It's really informative.
It's a lot. Sorry.
It helps me understand where you're at. Though,
okay.
So let's pick something for you, Lisa, and then you're going to place it. And then if you want to bring the camera down.
Okay. So I have, can you see that?
Yeah.
Is that good? Do you need more space?
Might be good to come down a little more.
Okay, let me push this back a little bit.
Oh, you got the Hannigan mobile dolls.
Oh yeah. These are my son's actually. He had a castle and all of this stuff. So I have these, I also have crystals. Do you prefer if people mix it up or if they just
whatever you want, Lisa. Like,
okay.
I usually just have people grab things from their environment,
Okay.
like whatever you want. And then maybe push them to the side so that they're off the main.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. And then, when you're ready, pick something for you.
Okay. How would I do that is that good to use for a field?
Not really.
Okay.
It's busy.
Oh, notice I picked that. That reflects my sister.
Yeah, you're really busy, right?
Constellation is done. Okay, there I am. Can you see me?
Yeah.
Okay.
So is that a girl? Or
yes.
Okay. So it's a girl with her hands up.
Oh, yes.
And it's fine. I'm just saying, like, I just want to confirm what I'm seeing.
Yes.
So the girl with her hands up, like, and she's looking straight ahead, right?
Yes.
Okay. So let's place your current practice, like your current work practice, everything that you talked about that you're doing now.
Okay. Do you want the mental health separate than my private practice, or you want them
I think
together?
that's a good idea. Yeah, because you
Okay.
are thinking of phasing that out a bit, right?
Yes. So that's practice. Can you see that?
No, I need the
Okay.
come down a bit. That's it. Or there you go.
There. Is that better? Okay.
Yeah.
The practice would be, think about right there. Okay.
So that's your private practice.
Yes.
Okay. So now something for your mental health
There's the
treatment center.
There's the mental health.
And what is that?
This is for the mental health.
Yeah. What is it?
It's called Exis, where I am now, the current clinic.
No, I mean, what is
this? I'm sorry.
the object? What is it? Is it
It's a
rock?
crystal. Yeah.
What kind of crystal is it?
That's a good question.
Is it black?
No, it's blue.
Oh, okay. It doesn't really matter the name of it. I just wanted to know the description. So however you want to place that, and you are a quartz crystal, like your private practice, correct?
Yes, it's selenite.
Salmonite, and it's pointed. It's got a point, an apex, and you are directly in front of that. Yeah. And where's that looking? Where's your private practice looking?
I feel like back at me.
Okay, great. And where is the treatment center looking?
Kind of at me, but also out. I feel like it looks a little bit at me, but also it looks out.
So like fluctuating between you and there, like that, or it's got eyes like this.
Yes. Exactly, kind of everywhere.
Okay,
this feels very like if it had kind of eyeballs all around it, it would be kind of this regulated,
like all over the place.
Yes. Yeah, and it feels all over the place when you're there.
Okay. And how does that feel to you?
I'm actually having like my heart, like my sternum hurts. I feel almost like I have some acid reflux or something happening. I feel very tight when I look at the clinic. I feel very sad.
Okay. Yeah. And what about this new group practice that you want to bring in, like not the one-on-one, the group practice that you are doing, a yoga that has sound in it? Feeling? Can you pick something for that?
I feel like it would be like, for whatever reason, these three little people. I thought maybe another crystal, but it seems these three felt like they had a lot of energy to them.
Right. And are they male, female? Like...
There's 2 males and a female.
Excuse me.
Oh, bless you.
2 males. Is the female in the middle?
She's off over here, and then these are two males.
Okay. And do you see men and women?
Yes.
Okay, great. And where are they looking? Are they looking at you or your practice?
It's almost like they see my practice in me, like it comes this way.
Right.
I feel like.
Right. And they're all looking in the same direction. Yeah. So coming back to you, like with your hands up, and it's almost, you just tell me, like, is it like you're throwing your hands up because or you're raising your hands to encompass your practice?
When I put myself down in the beginning and we had talked about the mental health clinic, I felt like it was like a help me. It felt very heavy. Yeah. But when these come in and looking towards my practice, I feel like it's more like to call it in or to hold
Yeah.
space. It doesn't feel like if I look over here, it's more of an exasperation. Like I need God or spirit or something to help there, because I just feel so overwhelmed with it all. And
Lisa, so I'm just going to say something. It's almost like, where are you going to do your best work? Like, where are you going to
Right.
have most success with people?
Here.
Right? Like,
Here.
yeah. I mean, it's kind of obvious because with the blue stone, you're dealing with a system
Yes,
you don't have control over.
correct.
But with your personal practice, you have more control.
Yes.
Like you say when you're going to work, you say who you're going to see, you say where you're going to work, right?
Yeah.
And then there's people that are looking at you that feel like they are ready for you.
Yes.
Does it feel like that to you? Because I can't see their faces, but you tell me.
Yeah, they feel more open. In the clinic, we get a lot of people who are in the system and who are they just kind of hop around from clinic to clinic and are very shut down.
Right. Let's do one more thing. Let's bring in the online thing. I know you said you didn't like it, but let's just check it out.
I know, right? I know that could be a block. And I don't know if it's important to mention, but I feel like an obligation here, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
And it could be financial because it is consistent when there's more fluctuation here at times.
Yeah.
But let's see, the online.
So, sorry, you said an obligation, right? Okay. So just dropping into that, is that an obligation to the people that you're working with or to the finance, or both?
It feels entangled, like it's both. Like I feel a certain responsibility, and then but that responsibility also goes to being a single mom and having consistent, I know I can count on this amount every week from this place that's guaranteed, and that security, where this fluctuates every week. It's become more consistent, but it still can, I could have.
It's almost like the way that it's aligned, your constellation, like one thing's on one side and the other thing's on the other side.
Yes.
And there's a density to that black rock.
Yes.
And like an irregular form. It's so, but it's got weight in a way, right?
Yeah, it does have weight.
But it's all over the place. It's looking everywhere. It's not necessarily looking at you sporadically. It might be, right? But whereas your practice is pretty transparent, there's this aspect of it's very clear.
Yes.
And I like that the people can see your practice and see you. And it's almost like you're saying, I'm here,
Yes.
in relationship to these people who would be your group practice. And Lisa, I'm also, when you did mention your group practice and you mentioned how you're not really inspired to do the online stuff because you did it during COVID, and you like the real life experience, the nervous system being involved, and people can feel your nervous system. I just want to say this, like, what would it be like if that was maybe in a stadium, not necessarily in a yoga studio, something much bigger where you can actually have a lot of people.
That would be amazing.
Or thousands even. I mean, can you imagine that?
I can. Yeah, I have imagined that a lot, actually. Because, I'm a little shy and a little introverted. So I've had to do a lot to try to open that up. But I actually feel good in that in that space, because it's different than social. I feel like I'm bringing something to help people. So that feels much different.
Well, you have the experience. You've been working with a lot of people so far who through a system you haven't been able to complete with, because they died.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And you like imagine, if you could reach people that are not part of that system, that how many people can you touch through that could go on to actually succeed in their life, in the sense of, not die or not continue doing what they're doing that's detrimental. And you talked about changing the brain synapses,
Right.
Well, you didn't say synapses, you said something else.
The receptors.
That's
yeah,
right.
the opiate receptors. And,
Yeah. And I know sound does that, right? Like sound do amazing things. But anyway, so it seems like you have the solutions. Do you?
I think I do.
You
I'm not
go-
sure how to get from like here to the next level.
Well,
I feel a little stuck with this.
So do you want to move anything? I mean, I think like, let's forget the online thing, because I feel like that's kind of like, if your passion's not there, and then you're more passionate about reaching bigger audiences.
Yes.
Let's focus on that. So do you want to bring in a bigger audience?
Yes.
Something for that. And it can, it can be whatever you want. Like,
I do also work with kids, which I actually love working with children.
Yeah. Can you just tip your thing down so I can see?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm just saying, we got a couple of minutes left.
Okay.
We got 4 minutes left. This is good.
Okay. That feels good.
Right. So that looks like families.
Mm-hmm.
Is it?
I do have two families that I work with. They see me individually for stuff.
Well, you have your family constellation.
Yep.
skills.
Oh yeah.
That's kind of what I was thinking,
I am going to start that at the yoga studio as well. They told me I could start doing a group there.
Yeah.
So that is something that I feel like that needs to come in if I think about doing that. Yeah.
I mean, you're doing systemic work, right?
Yes.
Great. So you've got families that are going to benefit. So I see these as all people that are going to benefit from what you bring. Do you feel that?
I do. And it makes this feel much better. This actually feels manageable if I'm doing this, not just that, but if there's something about adding in, and that would maybe go a little, I don't know. It still feels like it belongs here in some way, but it feels less like that.
Just try taking it out. Just try.
Okay.
Just try taking it out. How does that feel?
It feels better. And that the clinic, that kind of work feels like something that I have to start to I need, it's more like a slow letting go of, like maybe I slowly phase it out, or
this feels aligned. Like this feels really clear. This is where you're looking. You aren't looking at you're not looking at the clinic. You're looking at all these people. You're looking at your business, and the crystal receive, and it's a receiver transmitter, right?
Yeah.
And so it's like can multiply. So it has that energy about it, and you want to reach more people.
Yes.
And through these big events, you can also video them, right? And you can sell those
Oh, that's a good idea, Sarah.
You know, that could be like how you reach more people without
Mhm.
having to be live on a Zoom.
Oh, that's a great idea. I like that idea a lot. Mhm.
Yeah, so there's a lot of opportunity here. The
Mhm.
thing is, when you're sucked into that dark, and it felt quite kind of dark.
Yes, it does. Does it? Yes, it's really
Yeah.
dark.
When you're sucked into that, it drains you. It does take a lot from you.
It
And then you have
does.
less for this.
Yes.
And but when it's out of the way, you can kind of see more opportunities.
Yes, I can. Yeah, I feel like these would actually get closer when that's out of the way. I feel like this gets a lot closer.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't feel so, they're not in the background as much. There's like space
Right.
for that to come in more.
And the other thing is, you know, you could be introducing ways of working that people can have access to, right? Either
Mhm.
by going or by looking at a video from it, right?
Mhm.
That are going to help them, like a self-help kind of thing,
Right.
right? As opposed that might not be so readily available if you're putting all your energy into one-on-ones in the treatment center in a system that's built to fail, basically.
Right. That's great. And I know the studio has, they have all the video equipment and everything as well. Where I'm gonna
Yeah,
be
I
doing
think
it.
that's the way to go, you know, and even if you
Mhm.
like wrote a book or you had someone help you write a book, you know,
Mhm.
but the videos are so easy because you're doing it once and then you film it and then you just edit it and that's
That's it.
the product,
Mhm.
your own product. I mean, yeah, you're going to have to get it cleared with the people there, you know?
Right. To do waivers or.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. But there's ways around that. Like you don't have to film them. You can just have it on you talking.
Mhm. Right.
You know, that's what I do. I do
That's a
that.
great idea.
So
Oh, this feels like so much better. I don't want to cry. Every time I look at the clinic, I just want to like collapse and cry. My heart just like physically hurts. It's
yeah,
really
well, you need
so sad.
the sense of like what you're giving is being received
Yes.
and being acted upon.
Yes. It feels
Like,
taken at the clinic.
yeah,
It doesn't.
exactly. It's and
Mhm.
then you know this feeling of like, well, I need the money, you know, and it's a
Mhm.
secure sense of money. That's just kind of keeping you in that
Mhm.
relationship. That's that like these are committed to you. They're looking at you.
Yes.
You're very like this was what I feel like too. Like you
Mhm.
hands up, here I am. I have
Yes.
I can help you.
Mhm.
And I want to see you. I want to be present with you.
Yes. Yes.
As opposed to something that's flitting around that is kind of doesn't have a definitive shape.
No, and they don't understand mental health or trauma or systemic epigenetic trauma. They don't, and how all that contributes to addiction and bipolar. And they don't understand. They don't care to understand.
Yeah, this is because it's a
That's the
business.
problem. Yeah.
Yeah.
And our
It's
government
almost
doesn't
like
care.
they don't want it either because it keeps the money flowing and all that.
Exactly. And then big pharma, they go hand in hand with the drug
Oh,
treatment world.
yeah. Yeah.
They both make a ton of money off of
Yeah.
the people.
Yeah. And in a way, you know, like, and I, you know, I don't know if I should say this, in a way, you're complicit in that because you're part of that system.
Right. And yeah, no, I agree. It's like I feel
Like your business is very clear, very transparent, very, you know, like.
and my boundaries are very clear in my business where they're not at the clinic. And I hold very strong, clear boundaries and goals with my clients. And, if they don't respect that, then I refer them out. Like, I'm like, okay, fine. I'm not the right person for you. Where they're always trying to get my boundaries compromised, have me work more, have me work with clients I don't feel safe with.
Yeah.
I've been threatened. I had a guy with a knife threaten to kill me at the clinic.
That's not good, Lisa.
No, and they wanted me to talk to him on my lunch break, and I'm like, I will call the police. You guys are nuts.
Bring the camera up.
Okay, he was totally high. I was like, I am not doing that, and he's going to be removed from the property.
No, I think this is the way to go. I mean, it feels really good Do you agree?
It feels so much better. And it's
Yeah.
interesting. I feel like my cord, I keep like, it's like this boundary towards the energy of the clinic. It is dark when it comes in. Like as much as I try to clear and I do energy work and all that, it still feels like I'm doing all that just to function there 2 days a week.
It's like blood money, you know.
It is a bit, yeah. And there are people who come out of the system that I do help, but it's very much the minority.
Yeah, no, I think this is the way to go. I think that I think you have all the experience. I mean, you know what doesn't work,
Mhm.
you know what, and then you know what
Yeah.
does work, right?
Mhm.
And making it accessible to people.
That's where I've had a block. And I don't know if that's my own shyness or self-criticism or something. I need to move, like
Well,
to
it's
really work
really
on that.
a step up for you and to be
Mhm.
prolific and visible, and
Yeah, more visible.
time for that
Mhm.
for you. That's what I feel.
You represented my narcissistic mother at the Constellation in San Diego. I was not visible in my family system.
I don't remember that one. I remember the one
Yes.
in Connecticut.
Bill Manley did
I
it.
know. That was in Connecticut, wasn't it?
Oh, San Diego. It was like 7
Oh,
years
in
ago.
San Diego.
Yeah.
On that ship or something. We were on that
Yeah,
ship.
yeah.
I was getting
Oh,
seasick.
yeah. We were on that ferry. So like, this is perfect to be having my family constellation.
That was the last time I saw you.
I know it was. It was a long time ago.
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's great to see you
So
again.
good to see you.
Really great to work with you, and I love it. I can see you did go
Thank you
really
so
big.
much.
I think it's
Thank
time for you to
you.
go big.
Yeah, I do
Definitely.
too. I
Yeah.
appreciate it so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
It's
You're
so
welcome.
good to see you.
So I might reach out to you in about 3 days and get a little feedback, you know.
That'd be perfect.
And then if it's all right if I put that out to public, you know, however I do that. I don't know if I'm going to
Sure.
make a video or something, or I don't know,
Okay.
it might be in an email letter or something.
Okay.
It's to promote my tabletop class coming up.
Yeah.
Tabletop constellations starting in
And
January.
please send me that information and then I will send it to my client base and
Oh,
people I
great.
know, like therapists who are interested in the work and stuff.
Oh, great. But anything I do, I'm going to ask, you know, your permission, obviously. Anything that goes.
Okay.
But it's interesting. I had the 2 before were about jobs decisions. I think the theme today was all about like decisions.
Oh, interesting. I love how that all comes together.
Yeah, like where do I go now?
I trust this work more than I trust anything else.
Oh, me too.
Because
Yeah,
you just can't make it up.
I know, right?
Yeah, no. The way things align. I went to one group, everyone there had adoption issues.
Yeah.
9 of us. It was incredible.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
All right then.
Well, thank you so much. So good to see
You're
you.
welcome. Yeah, and I'll send you the link for the class thing.
Oh, great.
Of course. Yeah, good to see you, Lisa.
Good to see you too.
Participating. And I wish you the
Thank
best
you.
of luck with
I
everything.
wish you the best too. And I'll see you soon.
All right then.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.